a huge fan of the Mafia franchise. Super fan. Love it. We're going to be playing Mafia 2 later on in this stream. But the thing with Old Country is that, for whatever reason, they're not doing a lot of marketing on this game. So I think this is a game purely for fans. And the controversy behind it is that the gameplay trailer that they had released and the IGN trailer that got uploaded was completely different in graphics. It has like low bit rates and everything like that. There's frame drops in the IGN video. So a lot of people are suspecting the game might be a little buggy, considering that their team is so much smaller now with all the layoffs that they did. And they only had, I think, like 80 to 100 people working on this project for 3 years, which is not a lot. That is not a lot for a 3-year span. That is a rushed game, so people are suspecting that this game's going to be only 5 to 10 hours long compared to other games where they can be 15 to 20 hours, in which we would want a 15 to 20 hour game, but at the price point of $50, I don't know where I feel about this and where I sit on this, but we're going to watch the Mafia Old Country exclusive hands-on preview.
Sat down to play about 3 hours of Mafia the Old Country.
Yes.
Hangar 13 president Nick Baines
Hangar 13, not 2K.
his team's desire for players to finish this prequel story. And so with that goal in mind, the latest Mafia game turns back the clock both chronologically, it's set in the early 1900s in Sicily, and in game design as well.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm living
Mafia
for the
3,
aesthetics.
though very good,
and time
went
period.
full open world, and the developers seem to feel similarly about it in hindsight as players did. It just didn't fit Mafia well. The first two Mafias were gorgeous, narrative-driven linear games set against the backdrop of a stunning and highly detailed world that, while explorable, really only existed as a beautiful backdrop for your main mission.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the open world concept. Wasn't even open world. Technically it's open world, but they don't do anything open world.
Seem to suggest that the positive reception to 2020's remake of the first game, Mafia Definitive Edition, served as something of an inspiration to and North Star 4, this fourth entry in the mainline series.
Ooh, I'm so excited, y'all.
I'm pleased to report that after playing through chapters 3, 4, and 5 of The Old Country, the development team has seemingly succeeded in returning Mafia to its gameplay roots. This is, like Mafia 1 and 2, a story-first, not open-world action-adventure.
Okay,
and
story first. I'm on board for that.
Weapon isn't a gun,
I can't wait to play as Enzo.
Certainly here, but rather
he seems pretty ruthless.
Stealth is fully supported, and even better.
Yeah, people are saying this is like Uncharted meets Mafia.
I'm
excited for
Randy
that.
Pitchford price tag. When I first picked up the controller, playing on a high-end PC, which is where the footage you're seeing here came from, it's the early 1900s and late teenager Enzo Favara has recently escaped the sulfur mines he spent his childhood laboring in and started to become his own free man while working in the vineyard of Don Teresi, a Sicilian mafioso who protects the people and property of the region from the
so now we're getting a little bit more exclusive stuff about the storyline.
Protection payments, of course.
A pleasure, as always.
I really like how The Old Country tries to depict Enzo's progression from a very innocent kid into a bound by blood, fully vetted member of the Teresi outfit who's got the green light to do anything he thinks needs to be done for the good of the family.
Did he just dodge some bullets?
We see this play out in chapter 3,
dodge some
where
bullets?
Enzo's first taste of life outside the vineyard with the Teresis comes when he's brought along on a series of collections by Luca, the Don's right-hand man,
Ooh,
and
there's horseback riding
another
in
made
this.
member of the
Yeah,
family.
now it's giving Red Dead Redemption. So it's Uncharted, Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, and Mafia all put into one game. What a collection of games to be putting together.
Only as a last
The
resort,
graphics look
while
amazing.
Cesare is more of a shoot first and ask questions later kind of guy.
We'll let him act tough in front
Is
of
he?
the
Oh, okay. Shoot first, ask later. So he's kind of a hothead.
For example,
so is he very
on our
similar to
first collection
Polly?
stop,
Is
we
his
visited
personality
Marco,
similar
an
to
olive
Tommy
farm. Marco
and Vito,
always
where he's
pays on
quiet,
time, but on this
but
occasion,
more
he's
hot-headed
late.
like Polly?
Luca gives
I'm very
me an
curious.
unloaded gun to be used only as an intimidation tactic to get Marco to pay up.
Yours is unloaded. You give him a chance to be brave.
But Cesare told me, quote, an extra pair of hands helps jog their memory about the late payment.
Oh.
Side note,
Enzo's a
I think
cutie.
I saw more fruit in the 3 hours of playing Mafia the Old Country than I've seen in any game ever. We might need a new Game Awards category for this.
Oh?
Ultimately, no bullets were fired nor punches thrown, and I got the Don's money from Marco's safe after finding the combination nearby.
Oh, okay,
I
that's what's
appreciate
up.
that Hangar 13 put thought into Enzo's journey into the Teresi crime family
Yeah,
here.
Hangar
and
13
didn't just
usually
instantly let you become
writes
a
pretty
murdering
good,
psychopath. Things
character
escalated
development
slightly on our
stories.
second stop, though.
That's one
after
thing
we
they
rode our
really
horses
lead
across the
on.
Sicilian countryside
Like,
to the
Tommy's
farm of
rise
Mr.
to being a made
Bangolino,
man
whose workers,
and
led by a man
downfall
named
is
Manuela,
such a
are
beautiful
on
story.
strike.
We
One
can
of my
have strikes around
favorites.
here, Manuela.
Mafia Definitive Edition rised
You
up
and
to be
your
one of my
friends
favorites.
need to get back to work.
By the way,
So I'm very
I can't
curious in what
emphasize how
Enzo's
much
story
I enjoyed
is.
staring at the countryside while riding to each destination on this mission.
Seems like he
Mafia
falls
the
in
Old
love,
Country
maybe?
ditches the proprietary engine it's used in all 3 previous Mafia games and moves to Unreal Engine 5 for this installment. To be fair, the previous engine was no slouch. Mafia 2 in particular was a strikingly good-looking game at the time it came out.
True.
And Unreal maintains the series' reputation for delivering lovely locations. The perfect blue skybox and pillowy
Yeah,
clouds
that looks
set atop
absolutely
the rolling green hills
stunning.
and farmlands did a
That looks
great job
so
of
beautiful.
establishing the old country.
God, I
Sicilian
hope
setting. I
a
can't wait to see
horse
more of
doesn't
this
get
world
hurt
the
in
rest
this
of the campaign.
game. Welcome in,
Anyway,
Iron Man.
Manuela
Welcome in,
pulled a knife,
Athena.
introducing me to what is, as I
What's
mentioned
up, what's up,
earlier,
what's
perhaps
up?
the weapon that Mafia the Old Country puts the most importance on. You
Yeah,
can
we're just
unlock and earn
watching
new
Mafia the
knives,
Old Country
and
right
each
now.
has unique
Some
modifying
gameplay.
properties,
Because they
giving
haven't
you a
really
reason
announced much. They
beyond
haven't
the
announced how
cosmetic
long the
appearance of
game
each
is.
blade to
What, like,
choose a
what's going on with the
specific
game,
one
other
that
than
suits
that
your
we're getting a
combat
Mafia game.
preferences. You've got a lot of moves in a knife fight. Thrusts,
We're doing a knife fight,
flashes,
okay.
parries, and dodges. Like in the Batman Arkham games, heavy attacks can't
Oh,
be
he compared
parried,
to
must
the
instead
Batman
dodge.
games? Ooh, that means
And there
this
was
game.
still one final collection.
You're
errand
comparing it
run
to
in
a heavy
Chapter
hitter.
3,
You're comparing
and
it
as
to
you
Game
may
of the
have
Year
guessed
like
by
3
now,
times in a
you can
row.
only hit
Like,
the fan on this
be
one.
careful.
A visit to a farmer named Ficera sees him yell at us in a reversal.
alright. It seems like he's giving a lot more than what I want. So,
While you
I'm very excited for this game. Mafia the Old Country. It comes out in a couple weeks. Knife only Mafia run. Yeah, I definitely, it seems like I could probably do a full knife run. Well, in the beginning earlier, they had said that the gun is not necessary and is used mostly as an intimidation weapon this game. So you have to play very tactile and very strategically with your personality as well. So I'm excited for that.